Hello friends and welcome back to my new video, and in this video I am going to show you how to create a shooting game in Scratch. Okay, for that first of all we need three sprites. One is the gun, the bullet and the enemy. Okay, so let's first take them and then we can start our codes. Okay. So let's delete the sprite and take the paint and then draw a gun. So in order to draw a gun, let's first zoom in the canvas and then let's take a rectangle and choose a color. I'll be taking yellow color. You can choose any color of your choice. Okay, okay. Now let's first draw a rectangle and then let's draw a circle. Okay, now let's connect the rectangle and the circle with the line, and this is our gun. Okay, okay. Now let's take another sprite and now let's draw the bullet. So I'm for the bullet I'm not going to take the outline, and just enough. And now let's draw a small bullet that comes from the gun. Okay, okay. Now the last one is to draw the enemy. So in order to draw the enemy, first of all, what you need to do is take a circle with, I'll be taking green, okay, with the outline. Let's take black as the outline and then draw a circle. Okay, now let's draw two of the lines like this to make the show like the enemies are walking. Okay, so the first one is the gun, the bullet and the enemies. Okay, now let's start to code them. Okay, so we are going to code them in such a way that by using the four of the arrow keys our gun should be moving. Okay, so let's go to this, take one flag here, go to control, take forever. Now let's take your key left is pressed, what should happen? Okay, go to sensing, take key left arrow pressed, we are trying to make it turn 5 degrees. Okay, let's take turn 5 degrees, and after clicking the left arrow you can see that it's moving to the left. Okay, now let's go to control, take a if block for the right arrow. Now let's give key space pressed from the sensing and take the right arrow. Okay, now the motion, let's give turn 5 degrees to the right. Okay, so now what you can see is that by pressing the right arrow it's moving to the right, and by clicking the left arrow it's moving to the left. Okay, now what should be happening while moving, while pressing the up arrow, the down arrow? Okay, so let's go to control, take if key left arrow is pressed, go to motion and take move 4 steps. Okay, now when the down arrow is pressed it should be moving minus 4 steps. Okay, let's go take from the sensing, key space press, down arrow, move minus 4 steps. Okay, So now this is over. Now let's take another when flag clicked and let's give a forever. Now what we are going to do is if block, if we press the key arrow, what should happen? If we press the space key in the keyboard, then the bullet should be creating. Okay, let's go to control and let's take create a clone of sprite 2 because clone means the same one would be creating and sprite 2 means it's the bullet, and let's give like each bullet is created after 0.3 seconds because if you go on clicking the bullet, then what will happen? The bullet will be going in the same direction, right? So for that we have given zero point 0.3 seconds. Okay, this is all what we need to do for the gun. Okay, so the next one what I'm going to do is let's go to the sprite 2 which is our bullet and let's the code. Okay, our first one is like we are giving when flag clicked, go to the lips and give hide because when you click the flag button you are not able to see the bullet as well as the enemies, right? Only if you click the space button then the bullet should come and kill the enemies. Okay, in the next step, go to the control, take when I start as a clone. Here in the gun, you know that we have given create a clone. Okay, so once when it starts as a clone, first thing what it should be doing is that it should be shown, then it should be directed from the gun. So let's give go to sprite 1 and let's give point in direction. In which direction should it be moving? Should be moving in the direction of sprite 1, right? So let's go and take from the sensing backdrop of stage 1 and from the backdrop let's take stage, let's change to sprite 1 and then change the X position to direction. So now it moves in the direction of the gun which means the bullets. Okay, now from the control let's take repeat until, go to the operators and take the OR operator and let's give like if it touches the edge or touching the sprite 3 which means our enemies what should happen, it should be moving until then and then it should be deleting the clone, right? So let's see that you can see after it touches the edge it's been deleted, right? Or if it touches the enemies also it should be deleting. Let's try that. You can see that after that it's not moving forward, right? Now let's give the code to the enemy as well. Okay, so from here click on the enemy and let's see that, go take the first block called when flag clicked, go to looks and give hide because the enemy is not to be, go to the forever and let's give wait 1 second and let's give create a clone of myself, right? Because we are creating the clone of the enemy itself. Okay, so once when it creates as a clone what should happen, it should first be showing, then it should go to, it should be starting from the right end and then moving towards the gun. So let's give like go to X something. The edge point is 320 which I have looked before and let's go, and the Y means from the edge means the Y will be repeating from the top to the end, right? So let's give minus 172 So now, as you know that the enemy should be moving from the right end towards the gun. So what we are going to do is let's set the position as 320 as the X position, and it should be moving along the edge of the Y. So let's go to the operators, take pick random, then let's choose minus 170 to 175 so that it will be moving from the right end left corner towards the gun. Okay, now let's go to the control, take forever, and let's give move one step. Okay, so now you can see that it will be moving. Okay, we have not given move towards the gun. So let's go here and get point towards right one. And now you can see that your enemies will be moving towards the gun. Okay, but you can see that if it touches the sprite 2 also it is not getting deleted, right? So let's go to control, take if, go to operators, get or sensing, touching, sprite 1 as well as sprite 2, right? Which means gun as well as the bullets, it should be getting deleted. Okay, so let's go here and take delete this clone. Okay. So now you can see that after touching it's getting deleted, right? Got it? If you want, just you can give like touching the sprite 2, which means the gun alone, no, the bullet alone, then only you are trying to delete it. Okay, but once when it touches the gun, then your game is actually being stopped here. Okay, like it's like almost stopped. Okay, because it gets vibrated. Okay, so that is the game for now, and I hope you enjoyed the game, the shooting game. And if you like this video, please do subscribe to my channel, like my video, and do drop your feedbacks in the comment box. Okay, and see you in the next video with some other interesting games. And bye.